Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Defining Discipline podcast. I'm your host, Scott. Defining Discipline is a lifestyle, a mentality, and a brand. And within this podcast, we're going to focus on self-improvement as you follow along with me on my journey. We'll also hear from special guests of all walks of life on this podcast and their remarkable journeys that led them to where they are today. Today is day 223 of my journey. At the beginning of the year, I challenged myself to run 365 days in a row, all outside, bearing the elements, whatever they may bring. I've also challenged myself to run 1,500 miles within this time frame. Now, this is my second year ever running. Within the first full year of running, at the age of 31, I was able to run 1,002 miles. And I did that within 175 days out of the year in 2020. So, me going for 1,500 miles is over 50% increase in the amount of miles as opposed to last year. And me going for 365 days in a row is over 100% increase in the amount of days as opposed to last year that I'll be putting in. Not to mention this year, like I said, all days in a row with no days off. I've also challenged myself within this time frame to run two big major races. One of those races being a 50K trail race. That was the Yankee Springs 50K trail race. I was able to get that finished on June 5th, day 156 of my journey. 31-mile race. I got it finished in 7 hours, 15 minutes, and 22 seconds. So I am officially an ultra runner. Would definitely like to speed up the time a bit, but that's going to be the next race. Within this time frame, I've also challenged myself to run the Detroit Free Press Marathon, and that is coming up here in October. I'll be running the Motor City Challenge of that race, which entails me running the competitive 1 mile and the competitive 5K the day before running the actual marathon. So I am really looking forward to that one as well. Other than that, I've also kind of challenged myself every single month to run a half marathon, at least one every single month. Nothing crazy, but that is also part of my challenges. So let's kind of talk about mileage. So for the day today, I'll be putting in just over right around 2 miles. It's another short day. Don't have the official mileage for the day, week, month, or year, but if I get a chance, I will cut a snippet in and edit that into this episode. And I say if I get a chance because currently the power is out in my neighborhood. So I have no power, no access to internet. So I will have to try to upload this video from my phone. And I don't know if I'll be able to edit it and edit the actual mileage in within the video on my phone. We'll see. Or who knows, maybe the power will come back on by the time I get back. Fingers crossed. But I will give you the update on mileage as soon as I can. And if I do get a snippet, I'll cut it in right here.
Sitting here in a pitch black house. The mileage is, for the day I put in 2.3 miles, I believe. 2.3 miles for the day. That put me at 6.5 miles for the week, which put me at 44.2 miles for the month. And that put me at 1,047 miles for the year.
Now that you hopefully got the mileage for the day, week, month, and year, we can focus in on the monthly mileage. Every single month, I challenge myself to do a 100-mile challenge, and I do it in honor of a charity. And I do it in honor of a charity which I donate money to, and I also try to raise money and awareness for by starting a coinciding fundraiser for that charity. So for the first 7 months, we were able to raise money for 7 great charities. Now we're sitting here within the 8th month, the month of August, and we're raising money for another great charity. And that is, I believe, I don't have it offhand. I'll be able to pull it out here actually, let's see. And that charity is the National Psoriasis Foundation. And I chose that charity for this month because, one, August is Psoriasis Awareness Month, and 2, psoriasis is something that I have and I have struggled with for a majority of my life. So I wouldn't necessarily say struggle, but yes, I have and still have. So psoriasis is an autoimmune disease, and it just gives you dry, itchy, patchy skin, scaly skin that just peels off. So that is what psoriasis is. And this foundation, they raise money in order to try to figure out why psoriasis does what it does, autoimmune diseases, why the body attacks itself, while also trying to find a cure for psoriasis. So if you guys would like to donate to this month's fundraiser, you could find the link to do so on the Defining Discipline Instagram story and the Defining Discipline Facebook story, or my personal pages at Instagram or Facebook stories. Within those stories, you'll find the link where you're able to make your donation. Click on that link, it'll open up the page. All donations that get made to this fundraiser go directly to this fundraiser. Facebook is not taking any portion or any cut of your donations. So that is a good thing. Other than that, I will try to do a snippet of the word of the day, which I've been doing. Like I said, it all depends on the power situation.
Today's word of the day is Nimrod, which means hunter, or it means idiot, jerk. So 2 really different things, but that is today's word of the day, Nimrod.
And I've been trying to do 30 minutes of reading a day, which I have not been very good on, so cannot talk about that. Other than that, though, we can kind of just get into today's episode. So for today's episode 223, today's theme is going to be outage. For the very reason why I said I can't possibly upload the episode in time, or whatever the case may be. I hopefully get it uploaded in time, but I may not be able to edit it the way I want to. So, and that is again because of the power outage that has happened today. We had a big storm come in, knocked out a lot of the power throughout the whole entire state. So that is what we are currently dealing with. But we can talk about, outage in a different way in the realm that, you know, things are going to go out. Power is going to go out. And you're going to have outages within your life, you know. Sometimes things fail. Sometimes, you know, the power goes out. And you got to deal with it. And, you know, one mentality is, oh, well, power's out. Time to give up or cut our losses and have excuses. Or you can figure a way to get around that outage, like I'm currently doing. Still out here putting in the miles. Still out here not letting the lack of electricity or power hold me back from trying to get what I need to get done. So many times throughout life, you know, we're gonna have outages and things are gonna seem dark, hopeless, and maybe a little bit overwhelming. But the main thing is to keep grinding, keep pushing. Don't let the lack of power keep you down or keep you from getting what you need to get done. You know, there's always candles, there's always flashlights. So, as you can tell, today's episode wasn't really planned out well, just because kind of in a rush. Worked a little bit later than I had planned to, and didn't have much time to get anything done because had to figure out food, had to figure out one, how this episode was gonna go, how this run was gonna go. Had to figure out what I was gonna wear for tomorrow for work. Had a lot of things I had to get done in order just to get out here in time and make sure I got everything that I needed to get done before midnight, before I have to go to bed and get no sleep to go right back into work tomorrow and do the same thing all over again. So, you know, we're gonna have power outages throughout our life, and this is a metaphor. So, hopefully you guys can get that. We will have these power outages throughout our lives. And, you know, the best thing to do is to find that generator within our lives to start us back up. So, guys, for the day today, day 223, I'm not going to keep you much longer because this episode is clearly just a toss away episode, because I'm just out here blabbing. On another note, like I said, outages. We talk about this as an outage. I've just been on a wit's end these past couple weeks, just from the lack of sleep and the lack of amount of time I have to get the things I need to get done. So that's an outage right there. I'm an outage on time and a day, and it's frustrating, it's upsetting, it's definitely getting under my skin, but all I can do is just keep grinding, keep pushing forward. Don't let the outage slow me down, or don't let it completely stop me. That is the main goal. So, for your daily discipline today, guys, it's when you come to an outage in life, when all that power goes out and things seem hopeless, be that little bit of light that people will need, or you will also need to get yourself through the darkness. So try to stay positive. Try to just keep grinding. So, like I said, your daily discipline for the day, it is to be the beacon of hope within these outages. Think about everything, all the outages within your life. Think about all the times when everything seemed like a loss because no one had any direction or no one knew what to do because it was chaos. There was no power. There was no sense of light or direction. And think about those people who brought a beacon of light, who brought hope back to those people who felt hopeless. Try to be that beacon of light within the outages in other people's lives, including your own. Try to find that beacon of light to get you through. That is pretty much it for today's episode, guys. Like I said, I apologize for the lack of substance within today's episode, but I'm just kind of worn out thin and just trying to get by on these runs in these episodes these past few days, and especially with these twists and turns, like whole neighborhood being out of power. As you can hear, all the generators I'm running by. So it's just been a great week of obstacles, and I just keep brain farting, guys, because I can't even think of the basic words I'm trying to think of, just because, again, I've been running on 5 hours of sleep every single night for the past month and a half. So I'm just completely out of it. So I apologize. I'm just going to close this episode out while I got the chance. Thank you guys so much for following along and listening to the Defining Discipline podcast. This is episode 223. Promise to make tomorrow's episode a little bit better and a little bit more actually substantial. So thanks. I'll see you guys tomorrow for episode 224. If you guys can, please give the podcast a like, a subscribe, a follow, and a share on our Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, and whatever podcast streaming platform you've been listening along on. Other than that, thank you so much. I'll see you for episode 224 tomorrow. Peace out, guys, and wish me luck on these next few weeks, because it's definitely not going to get any easier. So again, thanks, guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.